I got my other guy in the house right here, Tyler Randall, the rookie, because we gotta fucking talk about it. This is my guy right here because he's got a fight coming up next week. Shit, I gotta bring him on right now. I can't even do this no more. Let's get him on. Yo, what up?
Hey, what's good, brother?
Chilling, man. All right, here we go. So, bro, thank you for coming on first and foremost. Sorry, I want to get my guy LT, and I feel bad about the service, man. But I want to, we agreed on 8:30, so I want to give you your time too, and then I'm gonna circle back with LT at another date, man. But yo, thank you, Massey. The beard's growing in, bro. You in full training camp, man. How you feeling, brother?
Sharper than ever. Honestly, I feel like this is gonna be my best performance I've had. Best camp that I've had by far. I'm extremely excited for every part of the fight.
Yeah, man. This is, you know what? I was checking out, so your fight's coming up, your opponent. I met your opponent. I think you guys were at the same tryout, weren't you?
Yes, sir. We were at the same tryouts.
That's right. I remember this now. Fort Lauderdale. We were down in Fort Lauderdale area. They had the tryouts over at with my guys over there at Slaughterhouse.
Yep.
And yeah, I remember. And this dude that you're fighting, he's the dude. I think he said he had like Crohn's disease or something. Like he's like a guy that's got he's got some health issues he was talking about and all this.
Gets treatments for Crohn's disease. I don't know how long he's had it or how severe his Crohn's is, but I know that he gets treatments for it. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, bro. He's a fighter. He's a tough kid, man. I mean, I couldn't imagine waking up with pain every day. That's a part of my life, but I can't imagine trying to train for a fight and do that too, man. So definitely credit to him. I think it's going to be a great fight. I've seen both of you guys, train. Obviously, I've seen both of you guys at the tryouts, and this is cool. I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe you could answer this question because I can't think off the top of my head or anybody in the chat. But were there any other two tryout fighters that fought each other on a card, like at the same tryout, not different tryouts?
Honestly, not that I can think of off the top of my head. There might have been, but I can't think of anyone like our scenario. Like we went to the same tryout and we're fighting each other from the same tryout.
Yeah, for some reason, I only feel like maybe, and this again, I'm spitballing here, but maybe it was like Dave Diaz and Rogeri, maybe because I know they were two tryout guys too, but I'm not sure if they were on the same tryout.
The David D. What about David Diaz and Albert Incline?
Oh, what? I don't know. That's a good question because I know Diaz had a fight already, and then Albert was coming from a tryout. Yeah, I think. Unless he was there, it just took him a little more time to get a fight. I off the top of my head, I don't know. But I think, nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool that you guys are having this fight, and you already have experience in that Bkfc ring, man. So tell me, what that's been like for you being a part of that and competing there.
So I'm huge on like presentation when I fight in the crowd and the environment. That's one of my biggest things. Like I want to enjoy the process, enjoy the vision. And every time that I've walked up for bare knuckle or I've been treated pretty well at bare knuckle, the fights, everything, it's all seemed that well. Like amazing performances, like whether it be like the production team or the media people, anything like that. It's all been really great, done very well. I really can't complain about the promotion at all. No part so far.
I tell you, their production is great, man. Like whenever I watch it on TV or I'm there live, man, it almost feels like you're at a circus, bro. They got all the lights going around, the spotlights everywhere, and it's just a cool vibe, man. I always enjoy how they put together the show, and of course the fights. You were, I think you. Sorry, man. BKFC, was it BKFC 22? I think was your.
Yeah, I fought at 22, and that's when I made my debut, and then I had my last one at BKFC 23 over in Kansas.
Right. That's why. So I met you. We did an interview at BKFC 22 at your debut. Yes. I remember 23 in Kansas. I wasn't there, but yeah, I remember the 22 fight, man. What was that like for you, man? Because but by the way, what's your background? Are you an MMA background?
So traditionally, yeah, I would say I'm an MMA background. So when I started training at 12, really young age, and I started training for just no gi jiu-jitsu. I didn't do any gi at that time, and I did Muay Thai. So it was like my two arts that I traditionally started with. And as the years went on, I began wrestling, boxing, and doing taekwondo, and just kind of mixing everything all up. I'm mostly MMA, but I love to do it all.
That's badass. And have you ever competed in MMA as well?
Oh yeah. So MMA as an amateur, I was a very, very high standing amateur. I was number one in the East Coast at 125 and 135 before I went pro. I actually lost my pro debut to a heel hook. It's super early in the fight, and it's not that I don't grapple or anything like that. Just didn't think I would get caught in it, and I'm getting caught in it. After that, I took a long time after to recover my knee, and I had an outstanding back injury that I just knew I needed to stop ignoring. So I finally took some time to take care of it. Took 9 weeks off. Showed up to the bare knuckle tryouts. Wasn't even going to try out. My other buddies I was just going for support. I wasn't even in a closed 2 tryout, and then I saw that they were doing my weight class, so I signed up.
Yo, and yo, it's so funny too, because at that tryout, man, I keep going back to that tryout. My apologies, but there was so much that was going on at that tryout. That was also the same tryout where the transvestite was there to be a bare knuckle fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a dude that is now a woman but wants to fight men. So I respected that. I was like, all right, look,
I actually watched that person fight not that long ago.
And then did she fight a guy?
A guy, yeah.
All right.
She beat him up.
She did.
Yeah, she won.
Okay, that's cool. I gotta check that fight out because I remember her posting about it, but I didn't see the fight. But I remember
I fought again recently too, and I don't think she won the recent one.
Okay, but yeah, dude, there was so much going on at that tryout. I didn't know where to go first.
Marcus Brimage was there.
He sparred with Lorenzo Hunt.
Yep.
That was cool, man. Yeah, that was a good tryout, man. I was getting a little bit of an itch. I was like, should I start hitting the bag? I was like,
why not? Get yourself a quick fight.
Yeah, get a quick ass kicking too. Get knocked out real quick, bro. I haven't taken a punch in a while. I don't know how I would handle it.
Hands up.
Exactly, man. So, bro, how's you get this MMA background, amateur, doing great. All right, you took some time to recover. I always like to hear like these stories of like how people overcome adversity. You know what I'm saying? So like, especially dealing with a back injury, which those are always serious and, those could come back, like, and you're a young dude. So obviously you're going to bounce back a lot faster than an old motherfucker like me. But I would say, like, what was it like for you? Like, you're like, oh man, I got hurt. But, what was your mindset like of through that recovery process?
So honestly, when I first got injured, it was in high school. It was my senior year of wrestling. I was getting ready to go to college. The school I dreamed of, everything was going perfect. And then I hurt myself doing a deadlift. Someone bumped into me. I was wearing straps. I went to release. My left strap stayed like tied on. That pulled me. It blew out my L4 completely. Basically, I could way past herniation. And I just had some pains in my legs and sciatic pain, and I just wasn't sure. So I kind of dealt with it, and I wanted to just wrestle. So I was ignoring it, and they were prescribing me pain pills to go with it. So I finished my senior year with that, and I just kept dealing with this pain until I got the surgery. I had to give up my college scholarship. And honestly, I was going through a lot mentally because I was training full-time as an MMA fighter in high school, and I was wrestling, getting ready for college. Having to just give up my college dream like that was really like detrimental. Like it changed a lot for me. It was really hard to even move forward. I felt like I had to give up on all my sports, like give up on everything that I had worked for, everything that I knew. Like all I knew was being an athlete. I took some time off, like almost 2 years of not doing anything. And I was like about 20 years old, and I got back in MMA, training full time, doing what I could. I dealt with the pain. I dealt with the sciatic pain. I learned how to like deal with it and like not overpush myself, not lift weights. Continued on my career, did very well in MMA, progressed. And then about 2.5 years ago, I met a chiropractor who promised he could actually help me. Jordan Blaustein's his name. So we spent Blaustein Chiropractic, Cape Coral, Florida. I spent 9 weeks with him on the decompression machine, and I've never had sciatic pain since. Like it was probably 8 years since I was able to straighten my right leg fully. And now I can straighten my legs, no problem. I can sit for as long as I want, no pain. I can lean over. I can do whatever I want, no pain anymore. And that's something, if you have back pain, anyone who has back pain understands that's something you can only dream about.
Oh yeah, bro. I deal with it every day, man. Every day, bro. I got a 9 herniated disc. I got a pinched nerve in my C4, C5. Dude, I do everything I can to stay healthy. I try to eat the best I can. I hydrate all fucking day long.
So this is
Stretch.
decompression table.
I go to a chiropractor. It definitely helps. And I've been going to this place called the Stretch Zone. I don't know if you heard of these guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude. I got an appointment tomorrow, bro. I'll be getting stretched out real good.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever get a chance, Cape Coral, Florida, Jordan Blousty, I'm telling you, life-changing.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Respect to that guy, man, for helping you out, getting you back in there and competing, man. That's awesome.
All my teammates, man. Like, he works on Nico Price, a few other UFC fighters, anyone in this area that gets injured that works with us, like professional athletes, he's taken care of.
Oh, you train with Nico too?
Yeah. He's my brother.
Yo, I had Nico about a year ago on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Nico's a good dude, man.
I remember watching it, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a cool dude, man. We talked some UFC. That was a lot of fun, bro. Yeah, so you training with killers, man. You training with top tier talent. That's what was it like? What's it like for you training with a guy like Nico? That helps you with your game and helps you with your confidence going into this fight.
So it was really what I really learned, like coming down, like when I first met Nico and transition, and then we became like close friends, started training together. Is I learned that to be like the next level and to have that, a lot of it's a mindset and intensity and willingness to work, or you can't just teach people that. So like certain people just have that inside them, like wanting to get it more than others, wanting to train harder than others. So if you can find a right group and right people around you that have that same energy and people that just want to constantly grow, you're going to get better than you can imagine. But if you keep putting yourself around people who don't want to be there or don't want to push the next level or just want to go through the motions, you're going to get stuck in the motions. So like it was awesome seeing someone who came from a small place, a small town that he did and make it to the level that he is. Because from my hometown, it's population probably like 1,600 people, graduating class 96 people. Like it's not much, it's tiny.
Wow.
So to be able to make it on big stages, to perform and do that, and knowing that you can do it no matter where you're from is, part of what he shows, part of what he represents. Because how are you supposed to know you can do it unless someone like you can make it too?
That's true. That's definitely a good point. Yeah, that's a good mindset. And you said, and you live in Cape Coral as well?
So right now I'm staying in Fort Myers with one of my training partners, Khalil Ali. But it's the town right next over, Fort Myers, Cape Coral. They're like,
training. That's great. I didn't know it was that small over there. Like the towns.
Well, not for Cape Coral and Fort Myers, like the town that I'm from. I'm actually, my bad, I'm from Hoosick Falls, New York.
Oh, you from upstate?
Yeah, I'm from upstate.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yo, I used to go to the Catskills, man. When I was a kid, I used to ride horses up there, bro.
Yep. Yeah. Nice
I love it up there.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's, I went to high school in Hoosick Falls. I went to college for a little bit over in the Albany area, too.
Okay. Oh, dude. Damn, those winters were brutal, bro.
Yeah, man. I lived in Vermont for one winter, actually, preparing for fights and stuff like that, and that was brutal.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, bro. I can't even deal with cold weather anymore. Like, that's why I'm tucked down here in the swamp, bro.
Dude, that's
South Florida.
That's where I'm at.
Dude, it's hot down here, bro. Today, I was sweating. I had to take 2 showers today, bro. I didn't do anything.
Dude, my buddy went inside True Leaf, and I was like, whatever. I just turned the car off, not even thinking. And he took the key with him. He's probably in there like 5 minutes. He came out, was drenched. I was like, man, you almost left me to die.
That's a bad move, but it's good for weight cut, I guess. So
I guess. Shit, my weight's bad.
What do you walk at?
I usually, so if I'm feeling really comfortable, I'll walk around like 140, 142. So when I start dieting and mixing it up and changing my program, I walk around like 136. Week out before the fight, I'm like 134, 33. Day of weigh-ins, I wake up like 1:30, get in the bath, lose 4 pounds, go in.
Oh, you got the science down pat, bro.
Oh, yeah. And I've been working with like a bunch of nutritionists for years. So in high school one time, I used to cut weight the wrong way. And I used to walk around like 138, lean, low body fat. And I wanted to wrestle at 108 pounds really, really bad. I knew at 126 I could make it to states, but I knew like lower weight classes I could just walk through everybody, not being smart. So I basically killed my body, cut the weight the wrong way, ended up in a hospital for a couple of weeks. Had some minor issues. Yeah, I was hooked tubes to my stomach, all this crazy stuff for almost dying actually from cutting weight. But I learned like after that, I was like, there's got to be a right way to do this. So then I got hooked up with this guy named Clinton Wattenberg, and he was the head nutritionist at Cornell. And then he moved over to the UFC Performance Institute. I don't know if he still works over there, but that's who was making my programs for the longest time. So I had to learn a lot from him and like mentor under him for a few years.
Wow, that's that. But you had the right person to help you out and teach you, the right way.
It's crazy. I feel like sometimes like some of the hardships in my life, like the most annoying things or troublesome things, I got to meet some of the best people in my life to teach me.
Bro, where there's dismay, there is positivity, bro. There's always something good that comes from bad. You just have to find it. It's there, because there's always gonna be somebody willing to help. And and if you're looking for help, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna find it. So that's, bro, you're speaking really good stuff right now, man. It's hitting me. I got a question from Susan Walker. Susan is a great fan and listener. She wants to know, are you going to stick with Bkfc now or go back and forth between MMA and Bkfc?
So right now it's a tough call because I love them both. I stay training for both, of course. I'm gonna stay, I think, with BKFC until a little bit longer, until like maybe I need to take some time off or there's too much of a delay in between fights, and then I'll go back to MMA. I'm also extremely interested in Masvidal's bare knuckle MMA league.
Oh, that Gamebred FC.
Right, because I love the concept. Once you take the gloves off and you start fighting with them, you realize like how fun and cool it is. You either really like it or really don't. And I find that I really like it. I just do miss the padding in my hands. My hands get sore. My hands are sore. Not gonna lie.
Dude, I remember back at BKFC 10. I remember Jim Elders, bro. He had that 5-round war with Caleb Harris, man. His hands were like this. I remember him icing his hands just immediately after that fight, bro. Like I've seen broken hands. I mean, it's
so I didn't break this one with my left too bad. I had a bunch of little micros in there. But after my first fight with Darren Bonilla, because I just mostly used my left hand, I just kept touching with my left hand wherever on the head, didn't care. That thing was a balloon after my fight. Like a potato on the back of my hand. I was like, wow, I didn't even think I could get this big. Like sausage fingers. It was crazy.
Bro, man, you be icing for weeks, bro.
Oh, I got a good question for you. Where can I get good pizza in Florida?
Oh, my friend, see, you come to the right place, my friend. I have the connections for you. Yes. So you're gonna be coming down to my neck of the woods for your fight next week, bro. So all right, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna text you a couple of spots. Where are you gonna be staying at?
I don't know. They're sending it to me right. They're gonna send it to me tonight where I'm staying at.
All right, let me know where you're staying. I'm sure it's gonna be close to the fight.
Oh yeah.
But let me know where you're at because I know good pizzerias all over down here, so you don't have to go very far, but you'll get a good.
Yeah, the best pizza I've had in Florida so far was over in Tampa.
Oh shit! Okay.
It was Eddie and Sam's New York pizza.
All right. Now you from New York, so you know that New York pizza how it tastes, bro. So it was pretty legit.
Yeah, dude, in this little town, Fort Myers, everyone talks about this certain pizza place.
Yeah.
I don't say their name because I feel bad, but like I went there and had a slice, and I was like, "This is dog shit."
Oh, bro, I know that feeling. Bro, I know that feeling. I see these fucking signs all over the place. New York style pizza, New York style. I just want to walk in and be like, calm down. Calm down. You're playing it out. Enough with the New York style shit. Make it your own. Stop.
Yep.
You know.
And you go in though, and they have names for them. They're like the Sicilian or like the Goodfellas. You know what I mean? Like such ridiculous names.
The Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do I do when I eat the Godfather slice? I got to put fucking 2 pieces of cotton in my cheeks and then eat it. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You brought this pizza to me today.
Hey, you come to me on my daughter's birthday, ask you for a slice of pizza. I can't, bro. I can't. I'm gonna hook you up with some good pizza spots.
Please do,
sure, bro. Yeah, man. So, all right, now you fighting at 125. I heard Reggie Barnett did a post today or yesterday. I can't
Oh
remember,
yeah,
but he
flyweight.
said this could be a 125 tournament, title eliminating tournament. You heard about this?
Yeah, I mean, I just heard about it when I was like, I saw the post the other day, and I was like, because people always comment me my name and Reggie's Barnett stuff, of course. So I'm like, yeah, please do. But I saw that he posted that, so I was like, in August, I'm interested. Then I started doing a little more research, and I see a few of the other flyweights, like, oh, I'm fighting in August. I'm fighting in August. But
Flyweight, the BKFC flyweights.
yeah, BKFC flyweights, and
Oh,
a few of them aren't really standing out. So who stands out? I guess John Dodson's, of course, going to stand out because it's John Dodson. Reggie Barnett's going to stand out because it's Reggie Barnett. But you look at the weight class, like those guys aren't that big. They're really not.
Right, and they haven't. Now they're just starting to build up the 125. Because we really haven't seen much from the 125 division for a while. So now it's good. All right. Get more guys in that division. Let's get a title in that division, rightfully so. There should be a belt there. So, yeah, but I agree with you. There's Dodson, there's Barnett. Two names. Reggie's built himself up in the organization.
Right,
Dodson.
and there's people have heard about like Abdio. I think his name's Abby Velasquez. People have heard.
Oh, that's right. Abby's dropping a 125.
Yep. He fought at 125 already for BKFC. He fought Gene Herrera, and Gene Herrera knocked him out.
I remember that fight. Yep.
Then you also have kids like the Chancey Wilson kid, who's like 2-1. He's had a few fights for them.
Yeah, he's flashy. That guy. He likes to talk shit.
But the thing is, bro, I'm telling you, they'll talk shit online, but as soon as they see me, like especially in Kansas, I made sure to walk up to every 125er and talk to him. Make sure to introduce to himself. I love to know who I'm punching in the face. Like, all good and fun, all respect, but you can see it. Like, number one, that Alex Fernandez kid, he's still a kid. Like, Chancey Wilson was the only one who seemed like he had any kind of, like, oomph to him, like, to act right, but he knows what time of day it is. He's too small.
Yeah, well, I want to see, like, how they space out this whole, how, like, they map out this tournament for the 125, because I'm interested. Usually what I've seen was 4 fighters, top 4 that they choose, and 2 fights, and then the 2 winners fight for a belt. I would guess that's kind of going to be the situation again.
I would guess, they would want to take it between 8 fighters.
I agree with you there. I just haven't seen it yet in BKFC. I've seen 2 fights, and then each winner faces each other, because we've seen it with Palomino. He fought Brito. He fought.
Yeah.
And then he had, I think that was it. He had the Valley Flag fight, was the title fight. And then the middleweight title, I think that just came out of nowhere, really. I think they did that whole Yuli and Tiago thing. That just came up. The cruiserweight.
135 was a tournament, right?
135. And that belt's been around for quite some time, because we've seen Bedford had that. Then Dat won it. Then Dat relinquished. Then they had, what was it, the interim, and Kid Gaddy won that. But Bedford is still the champ, but he's been hurt. I don't know what the story is with him. I always try to get in touch with that guy. It's like,
did you see that? I don't know if you ever saw like the one post they said, like, I guess like a spot formed on his face, and then he didn't think anything of it, and the spot got bigger, and then his face went numb.
You talk about Johnny Bedford?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that. What the hell happened?
That, like, he, like, in one of his things that he posted on something, like right after he pulled out of his fight, like, he commented that and saying that he had a spot on his face. The spot got bigger. He didn't think anything of it. Thought it was a bruise from sparring. I think he said it was like under his nose or something, and then it got bigger, and then his face went numb.
Oh wow! Oh shit! I hope he's all right, man. You didn't hear anything after that? Like any updates or anything?
I remember, like, right when he pulled out of the fight, I did a bunch of research trying to figure out. I saw him post that on something.
Damn, bro. Well wishes to him, man. I hope he's okay. I hate to hear stuff like that.
Well, what kind of worries me too is, like, he's a big guy for making that weight cut, and like, I'm a clean one to say, bro, you can only cut so much weight, and even if you do it proper, your body takes a toll, especially the older you get. And he cuts a lot of weight, man. He doesn't, and no disrespect to him, you can just tell he probably doesn't take the best care of his body, and it's gonna catch up, bro, no matter who we are.
Yeah, you got to be careful, especially as you get older, man. That's why you see a lot of people go up in weight. As they get older, the weight cuts get
Bro, I'm
tougher.
for the day where I can just go 135. Shit, I could do it now if I wanted to, but well, I can still make 25 comfortably. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you're what? How old are you?
27.
You chilling, bro. You be making weight in your sleep, bro.
Right.
You- You're good. Yeah, I want to see. Well, even with the heavyweight. Well, the heavyweight's been around for a while. But we've seen that title change hands a few
Whoa.
times.
Who'd they sign the other? Greg Hardy. They signed Greg Hardy.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. So there's a lot of stuff that I know that I'm told from people, and I will not mention names. I know this shit's happening way before it even gets announced, and
I believe.
out of respect, I don't say anything, for these people because I respect them and they respect me, and it's a trust thing. But I will tell you how I knew Greg Hardy was signing with BKFC. I knew Greg Hardy was signing with BKFC before fucking BKFC knew they were going to sign him. By chance, I found this out. I went to go visit a friend of mine in Dallas. So he's like, there's this dive bar that he goes to all the time, and he's like, yo, let's go to this bar. So we go down to this bar. It's called End Zones. It's in McKinney, Texas. And the girl that worked there at the bar apparently is his girlfriend. So my guy introduced me to her. He goes, "Yo, that's Greg Hardy's girlfriend." I'm like, "Okay." So we got into talking, and I had said, because at the time I knew he got cut from the UFC. I'm like, "Yo, you know how it is. As soon as you hear somebody getting cut, it's like bare knuckle. It's always that pops in your head. You know what I'm saying?" And I was like, "Yo, is he gonna go to bare knuckle or what?" And she's like, "He's very interested in BKFC." That's what was said to me. He's interested. I'm like, okay. All right, let me know because we got to get up on a podcast and talk about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I was like, oh shit, that's pretty great. But I didn't want to say anything because it was just hearsay. It was just her saying it. It wasn't anything official, So, but whatever. But in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna fuck it because he's a big dude. He can hit hard. I think it's a great signing.
Right. Yeah. Just for natural athleticism, he's going to do great. You know what I mean? It's different standard, but also too when he gets someone who kind of likes to throw those bare hands, he's going to have to be careful.
Yeah, bro. Because now they're gonna throw him. I don't even know who they're gonna put him in the mix with.
They should give him Zach Kalmus.
To start.
Yeah.
Zach, bro. Zach's a tough kid, man. I don't know.
It's a great start for both of them. Zach deserves the credit and the notoriety for fighting someone like that, and it's a notable opponent for Greg Hardy.
Hey, man. I would love to see the Shark back in there, man. I miss seeing him. He's got a lot of heart. That guy. I like him. And I saw some posts of. I think my guys at Knuckle Up, my people over there, they threw one out there and said, "Yo, why don't you throw Greg Hardy and Gustavo Trujillo in the mix together?" I like that. I mean, right out the gate, what a shit.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's signing up to get murdered.
So, listen, bro, you if you sit in front row for that, you're in the splash zone. You're getting hit with a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, I would love to watch it. Don't get it twisted.
You ain't
I'll be
kidding,
there,
bro. You ain't kidding, man. The chat's picking up. We got some peeps in the chat.
Nice.
Everybody's having a good time in here. I love it, man.
Good.
That's what it's all about, man. Conversation, getting to know the guests, getting to know my man, Tyler Randall. So this fight, man, let's talk about it, man. Because, like I said, I'm excited for this fight. 125 divisions building up. They're talking about titles. So obviously, you got something to show the world coming up next Friday or next Saturday. So tell me is it next Friday or Saturday? I forget.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So tell me everything that's on your mind about this fight and your opponent leading up to this.
So the thing is, like you said, here we go back out to the tryouts again. Back to the tryouts. I think like a lot because me and him talked for a little bit. He was like, "Hey, we're coworkers. Hey, we might end up fighting. Blah blah." I watched him on the bag. He obviously watched me warm up different things. Heard him talk. Heard his interview and stuff. But then when they called out to pick the people, I don't know if they picked people in order, however they did it, but they picked him before me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'd be crazy right now picking this kid before me. So ever since then, I've kind of been like, I can't wait to fight him. And then I assumed when they told me like, oh, you're gonna have a fight, I assumed I'd be fighting him. So I started doing research on him way back then. I started preparing for fight someone like him, watching a lot on him, figuring out where he came from, what he's done, where he grew up, everything. You know what I mean? I figured out that he's a cop. I figured out that, I figured out his free life. I figured out his years of wrestling, when was his first fight, where he wrestled in high school, where he wrestled in college and club, how many years he did over in Thailand, who he fought in Thailand, where the people that he fought in Thailand trained out of. You know what I mean? How he won his fights in Thailand. Like I did everything. My team, Fights on MMA, Augustus D'Angelo and Mike D'Angelo, they did their bit of research too. Very well versed, years and years of martial art experience. So like they kind of bit the game plan for me. I spent a long time fighting on my own, years and years. So I was able to build my own game plan if I wanted to. But it took what I saw, take what they see, and we just worked and sharpened it. And honestly, like my last 2 fights, it was doing a little bit of what I like to do, and then just doing what they asked me to do throughout camp, and everything goes the way it was supposed to. Literally, the Josh Ritchie fight, like I have footage of the 3 main combos that I hit him with, me hitting those exact ones in mitts. Like it's a 1:30 clip, 30 seconds to doing one combo, 30 seconds to doing the next combo, 30 seconds to doing the next combo. And it was all one series. And I just followed that series throughout that fight and finished Josh Ritchie with it.
Dude, man, that's what you call practice makes perfect, man.
Oh man, like the practice mixed with progression for this team is unspeakable. I've traveled all over. I've been in and out of gyms. I've lived in gyms. Like that's all I've really done. That's all I really know anymore. And for me to come into a school like this and only being, let's say, like I'm only doing like my first 3 or 4 weeks with these guys, completely changed my style, completely changed what I was doing. And it's not like what I was doing was bad, but it showed me so many more tools, new steps, new rhythm, new ways to get through and move. I was like, wow, I didn't even know there was this much more to learn.
Dude, there's levels, man. There's levels. There's like when I talk to Palomino, right? Palomino, I always enjoy talking to him. And he's so like this is a guy, he's like a scientist of fighting, bro. He's like, and if Brito's watching, he's gonna get mad at me for saying that. But no, like, we just talk and he say there's levels to this, and it's so true. Like, I remember having podcasts with him when he's talking about when he first started fighting and where he is now and how he's progressed over the years and the things that he's learned, the things he's taught people, and how he's learned from teaching people. So it's really interesting, being 27 and being a professional fighter and getting into bare knuckle from MMA. You're still learning, and you're probably going to learn way more, as time goes on.
Like again, like I feel so blessed. Like so when I was a kid and I started training, I was obsessed with that. I had a problem. Like I'd always study and study and study. And then the same thing when I wrestled, I was obsessed. But when I got injured, I felt like that's when I was able to take a step back from like actually doing it and start coaching and teaching and understanding how to coach, understand how to teach. And like I already knew kind of like recently how my brain was working, competing and going through things. So now I can see these younger athletes and help them. Not only help them like get through it mentally, but also physically. Now teach them techniques, game plans, find proper ways to teach them because everyone learns different. I could be teaching the same move, but I should have to show it 5 different ways to somebody. So then I started getting really good at that. And after spending a few years coaching and teaching and going in and out of gyms, next thing I knew, I felt my game increase like exponentially. And that's when I really started trusting technique over everything, and even small techniques. Like anything when it comes to it, every inch of technique matters. It all adds up.
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. And it's like when you train, it's almost second nature sometimes, man. Things click, things happen in the fight, and it's just like it's like a knee-jerk reaction. Like all that stuff that you train for, all of a sudden it just almost happens on its own because it's like registered in your brain to do.
And then so when Palomino talks about levels, it gets to a point where like these people like, okay, they're registering these certain things, but my brain's already past that. Like I've already registered all those things. I've already way past that. Like I'm 10 steps ahead of you. And I think that's what he means by levels. Like, yeah, you do this and people go like that, and then you have a counter for that. But he's already got an answer for that and that and that.
It's a chess game, bro. It's a chess game.
In bare knuckle, I'm coming to learn like even the littlest thing, man. Punching someone in the shoulder, punching them a weird part in the back of the hand, grabbing them and pushing their head a certain way. You just change the whole pace of the game.
Yo, that's so cool you brought that up, man. And that's true because we've seen like the evolution of bare knuckle over the last 4 years because, I remember watching bare knuckle and of course, there's some legit pro fighters that they know what they're doing in there, but we've also seen those ball brawl type fighters that get in there and they're just haymaking and swinging like crazy. And Sometimes it's fun to see if somebody gets nailed with one of those haymakers. I
Of
mean, I
course,
don't mind.
it's a
You know,
like a true test of will,
yeah, exactly, and a ball brawl too.
right?
So, but um, the thing is, what I like is that people are starting to get more technical in bare knuckle as time has gone on. You see people fighting better in the clinch. You see the footwork is changing. Like you're saying, you're hitting people in spots that maybe they didn't think about getting hit in it because people are always thinking head and body. But you bring out a good point there, man, because it's bare knuckle. You're getting hit with a glove in your shoulder is way different than getting hit with a damn two fucking knuckles into your shoulder, man.
Right. Let's say you stay in the pocket and you block the punch. You better hope
Yep.
you block it with your elbow or something strong, or else it's going to move you or hurt you.
Hmm.
And if you look at like the history of bare knuckle, like, so I did a lot of research on the sport because I was really curious. And like back in the day when it started, it was just two people trying to punch each other. Then this dude named Daniel Mendoza came around the corner, and he started slipping and fading and jabbing, and doing different. And he wrote a book about the science of boxing way back in the day. Like I don't know, like 1830 or something, 1850. But it basically talks about like even being a smaller opponent, like there's certain times to counter and slip. He's like use your front hand to attack, use your back hand to cover unless you're ready to go. Small little details like that. And then later on, fighters adversed from it. Like there's this old famous bare knuckle fighter who invented the 1-2. They call him non-Perel. He fought in front of all the queens and stuff like that, 13-0. This
Wow.
famous dude, and he was way smaller than everyone else, known for having like 6-hour long matches and like beating people like 100 pounds more than him, but just throwing a 1-1-2, 1-2, and just constantly moving. So they made their own techniques. Things started to develop even back then. So now we can only hope that it's going to flourish real quick. And then depending on people's traditional art, Lethwei, Muay Thai, Judo, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, whatever it might be, they're also going to have their own variation with that.
Yeah, we've seen Andy Creation, she got in there.
Yeah.
Andy wins. She's
That
beautiful
power.
footwork. Yeah, she got that Muay Thai style. Very different, so I like how these different styles have been incorporated into bare knuckle because you're seeing right that one dude, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he had that little cross guard going, he was going in there. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing all this new stuff, man. It gets
And then
you thinking.
when we see Mike Perry tussle with MVP, I think we're going to see a lot of special things at MVP that we have not seen before.
Okay. What you thinking he's going to pull off?
Well, I don't want to reveal too many tricks, but I know he's got some certain karate punches that I know for a fact he's going to use. Certain things like, so there's a lot of mid punches, so he can be here and finish a punch, but he'll stand here with the arm straight and then hop right into your face. So now you're thinking, oh, Perry, just stay right there. Boom, he just lunged into your face. Now you got a split by a karate punch, a karate jab.
True.
Small things like that, even things like this. Boom, here, back fist over top.
All stuff you could use.
So, and then look, you have a parry for the block the elbow and back over top. Small karate techniques like that. I know he has them in the books with his footwork. So I'm really excited to see that.
Yo, I can't wait. When they announced that fight, I was like, get the fuck out.
I know. I was like, damn, I wish I was on that card. Whatever. I love Florida.
Yo, Elmo's fighting on that card too. Conor Tierney. That's gonna be a banger, man.
I like watching Conor Tierney fight.
Yeah, man, he's good. And Elmore, that guy, he's tough, man.
There's like certain fighters that I'd like to train with, like in boxers and stuff like that, and I'd say Conor Tierney is definitely one of them.
Okay, see that. So Conor, if you hear this, my man, he wants to train with you. Let's do this. So you got Caruso coming up. If Caruso's here right now, what do you got to say to this guy?
Caruso? Oh, Caprio?
Caprio, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Italian names start going like this in my head, bro.
I could think it was the dude from The Punisher.
Yeah. Bro, when I hear an Italian name and vowels, it's like I got 10 of them going on at the same time.
He's like Constantino.
Oh, man. Randazzo. What the fuck is going on here? Now, go for it, man. So respect to Caprio. He's your opponent. What do you got to say to this guy? And what's your prediction for the fight?
Oh, man. I just hope he has a good time. Hope he enjoys it as much as I do. Keep your hands up. Stay moving, buddy. And shit. If you can make it out of 2 rounds with me, congratulations. But I'm fine going all 5.
My man's ready to fight. My man's ready to fight. If it goes 1, it goes 2, it goes 5. My man, rookie Tyler Randall, ready to do work, man. Yo, thank you so much for joining tonight, man. I had a blast talking to you, brother.
Happy to be on, bro. I love it. It's a blessing.
Oh man,
Well, make sure to
absolutely
tell me
is.
those pizza spots. I'm gonna need them.
I'm gonna hook you up, man. You tell me where your hotel is at. I got you, bro. I'm gonna let
Yes,
you know
sir.
where the good spots are around there because I know Hollywood area pretty well too. So I got some tricks up my sleeve over there, bro.
Good.
I'm gonna be the MVP of pizza, bro. I got you.
I'm down. I'm down. Tour guide.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you again, brother. Much respect to you. Wishing you the best of luck out there, man. Do your thing. Have fun. Enjoy the moment. I will see you out there, man. I'll be there.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. All glory to God. I want to give a big shout out to Lightning Realty, WB Home Improvement, and Nerd Focus Official for always coming through, and Patriot Tattoo Shop. Thank you, brother.
Anytime, my brother. Knuckle up, baby.
Yes, sir. God bless.
God bless you. Yeah. It's going down, my guy. Tyler Randall. He's going head to head with somebody that he was at the same exact tryout in Hollywood, Florida. That was pretty dope. I was there. There was a lot going on for that. We had the transgender there. We had my guy, rookie Randall, there. Caprio was there. Brimage was there. Even the dude from, and I think they even gave him a contract. The dude from, oh shit, what was that show? The tattoo show, something Inc. Can't think off the top of my head. But the MMA fighter guy, I think he was on like season 2 or something. He was there. So there was a lot of stuff going on that day. That was a cool tryout. But this fight's going to be dope. 125 division is now picking up. They're talking titles. They're talking tournaments. And my guy, Tyler Randall, definitely going to be in the mix for this. So looking forward to it. Much respect to these guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about the stuff going on. We always battle technology. In the beginning of the show, it happens. But I'm going to give my man, Laurent T. Nelson, the respect he deserves. We're going to get him on here at a better time where things are working better. So thank you guys. Shout out to the chat. We got Josh Boudoir in the house. My guy hooked me up. You remember that day you hooked me up, bro. That's between us, but you remember that day. We got Chevy in the house. What up, wild man? Susan in the house. Mike, what up, dog? All's good. Joe Ivy, always thank you. Dan Stevens, my guy. What up, dog? The real Biggs. Yeah. Look. Yeah, we left the fake one at home tonight. We had to bring the real one to the studio, bro. Yo, I got a private message from Tyler. Said his coach is Italian. All right, Paisan. All right. You know what I'm saying, Paisan? We're going to talk about it over a couple slices of pizza. But thank you, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to go catch my boys on the Mike and Miss show because I like those guys. Those are my guys over there. So we're going to check them out. I think they got Palomino and Francesco Ricci, another Paisan. So check those guys out. Those are my guys over there too. So have a great night, y'all. Hold on a second because it ain't official. Hold up. Before you click out, it ain't official unless you're playing the music, right? Because you got to play that music at the end. Otherwise, it's not official. So peace out. Do whatever you do on a Thursday night. And that's all I got. That's all I got tonight. I'm a little tired. So my apologies if I'm not as entertaining as I normally am. But you know what? I'm going to leave you guys with a joke tonight. Anybody want to hear a joke? Here's a quick one for you. South Brooklyn Tony, since we're on Italians, we'll talk about it. South Brooklyn Tony, he's sitting in the classroom one day. He raises his hand. And he says, "Teacher, I got to take a piss." And the teacher says, "Excuse me, South Brooklyn Tony. Don't use that word. That's impolite. Use the word urinate in a sentence, and I'll let you go to the bathroom." South Brooklyn Tony thinks for a second. He raises his hand. He goes, teacher says, "Go ahead, South Brooklyn Tony." He says, "Urinate. But if you had bigger tits, you'd be a 10. Take care, everybody. Peace.